We were taught that only what is hard has value, that to win, you need to bleed. Today, the sky proves that this is a lie. Today, November 28th, Venus and Jupiter open a 24-hour glitch in the matrix, a cosmic glitch where the rule of effort is suspended and the rule of flow takes over. If you woke up today feeling that you need to fight to get what you want, stop. Effort today is a calculation error. It is like trying to push with all your might a door that opens inward. In this water Trine, the physics of reality changes. Friction disappears. Whoever tries to climb the mountain will slip and tire. Whoever knows how to navigate the current will reach the top without sweating. For most, this day will be confusing because they are addicted to the fight. They don't know what to do when the war ends. But for you who hold the key, this is the day of the unfair advantage. I will teach you to identify if you are operating in the glitch or in the effort matrix. We will use the friction test to correct the course and activate the passive magnetism that brings back the gold you left in the past. The fight is over. If you are forcing, you are losing. To understand why you must drop your weapons today, you need to understand the physics of the terrain where you are stepping. Normally, life operates on friction. To go up, you need to climb. To move an object, you need to push. Friction is what gives us traction. We were trained to believe that resistance is the proof that we are on the right path. If it is hard, it is because it is worth it, says the saying of the effort matrix. Today, that saying is a trap. What Venus and Jupiter create on this 26th is not a dirt road. It is a flow field. It is a hydraulic glitch. Imagine that the gravity of difficulty has been temporarily turned off. In this scenario, physics inverts. If you try to climb a waterfall, you drown. If you try to run on an ice track, you fall. Brute force, which yesterday was your ally, today becomes your enemy. The more force you apply against the flow, the faster you are repelled backwards. This happens because we are under a water trine. Venus is in Scorpio, deep magnetic visceral desire. Jupiter is in Cancer, expansion, nutrition, family luck. When these two giants align in water signs, they create a current of ease that does not ask for permission. It asks for surrender. Water does not climb stairs. It finds the lowest level and fills everything. It does not break the rock by hitting it head-on once. It goes around it and wears it down with constant softness. The calculation error that most people will commit today is trying to apply earth rules, effort, sweat, pushing on a water day, flow, attraction, contour. You will see this happening around you. You will see people trying to force negotiations, and the negotiation will stall. You will see people trying to demand love or attention, and this will generate repulsion. You will see people trying to work based on exhaustion, and they will make silly mistakes that will cost double the time to fix. They are fighting against the glitch. They are trying to be noble through suffering on a day when the universe is rewarding the intelligence of lightness. Effort today is not noble. It is waste. It is energetic inefficiency. Think of the door that opens inward. You are on the outside, pushing with your shoulder, sweating, screaming, calling for help to break it down. You believe the door is locked. You believe the guardian of the portal is testing your strength. But there is no guardian, and the door is not locked. It just opens to the other side. All you needed to do was take a step back and pull the handle with 2 fingers. This step back is the mechanics of the day. It is what we call strategic surrender. Do not confuse surrender with giving up. Giving up is abandoning the goal. Surrendering is abandoning the way you thought you would reach the goal. It is admitting that your physical strength is ridiculous compared to the current the sky has opened. Why do we insist so much on the fight? Because the fight feeds our ego. The ego loves to say, "I earned this with blood." When the blessing comes easy, the ego gets suspicious. It feels useless. It asks, "What is the catch?" Today's glitch is the test to see if you can accept ease without sabotaging it. If money comes easy today, don't ask why, accept it. If a compliment comes, don't diminish it. Say thank you. If the solution appears ready-made in your mind, don't create extra problems just to feel like you worked on it. The physics of the glitch is binary. Where there is friction, there is a root error. Where there is flow, there is your road. If you are feeling like you are rowing against the tide, stop rowing. Let go of the oars. The tide of Jupiter and Venus is not trying to drown you. It is trying to take you to the ocean where opportunities are greater than anything you could build with your own hands on the riverbank. The tactical advantage today belongs to those who have the courage to do nothing against the current. Strategic non-doing is the most potent action that exists in this portal. Drop the weight. Gravity has changed. What was heavy yesterday floats today if you allow it. Now that you understand the physics has changed, you need a navigation instrument. How to know in real time if you are taking advantage of the glitch or if you have fallen back into the effort matrix. The answer is not in your head, which is a master at justifying suffering. The answer is in the mechanics of events. Today you will use the friction test. This test is binary. It has no gray area. It works like this. If it got stuck, stop. If it glided, proceed. It may seem simplistic, but it is the most advanced technology available for a water trine. Ease today is your compass. Friction is your stop sign. Let's apply this to your day. Imagine you need to send an important message. You write, delete, rewrite. The internet goes down. Autocorrect changes the word. You feel irritation rising up your neck. This is friction. The old rule would say, persist. Don't let technology beat you. The glitch rule says, stop. The universe is screaming that this is not the time, or not the message, or not the person. If you force the send now, this message will be misunderstood, will generate an unnecessary conflict, and will cost you 3 hours to fix. Put down the phone, go drink water, wait for the flow to return. When the time is right, the message will leave your fingers like water, and the response will be immediate and positive. Imagine you are trying to resolve a financial issue. The bank's website won't open. The password is wrong. The attendant doesn't understand what you're saying. Friction. Do not yell at the attendant. Do not punch the desk. Understand the sign. The door is closed right now because there is a variable you are not seeing. Maybe if you wait 2 hours, the system will come back and the problem will resolve itself. Maybe if you force it now, you will make an irreversible mistake. Friction is protection. We have been conditioned to treat friction as a test of faith. We think God or the universe puts obstacles to see how much we want something. In earth or fire days, this might be true, but on a day of Venus and Jupiter and water, friction is not a test, it is a root error. It's like the GPS turning red when you go the wrong way. Continuing to accelerate the wrong way is not persistence, it is suicide. The friction test requires you to have the courage to retreat. This hurts the ego. The ego hates being interrupted. It says, I decided I'm going to do this now, and nothing will stop me. Today, if you listen to the ego, you will hit the wall. On the other hand, observe the glide. It's when you think of someone and the person calls you. It's when you have an idea and the tools to execute it appear in front of you. It's when you ask for a discount and the seller gives you 2. This is the green light. When you feel this glide, accelerate. Put energy there. Jupiter expands what flows. If you found a vein of gold where the earth is soft, dig there. Do not waste time trying to dig where the earth is stone. Ease today is the only indicator of truth. If the conversation is easy, the relationship is true. If the work flows, the money is clean. If the solution is simple, the path is right. Be suspicious of everything complex today. Be suspicious of everything that requires explanation, a 300-page instruction manual, or endless relationship talks. Complexity is the hiding place of lies. Simplicity is the signature of clean water. In the next few hours, use your body as a sensor. Friction is felt as heat and contraction. Anger, frustration, muscle tension. Flow is felt as freshness and expansion. Relief, laughter, relaxation. If you catch yourself saying phrases like, "Why does this have to be so hard?" or "Nothing is working today," stop immediately. You have exited the glitch. You are swimming against the current. Get out of the water, sit on the bank, breathe. Do not try to fix the flow. Just wait until you feel the direction of the water has changed in your favor. Intelligence today is not about who is stronger. It is about who is more sensitive, who feels the wind change before the storm, who knows that taking a step back in the face of friction is the fastest way to take 2 steps forward when the path opens. Use the compass. If it scratches, it's not for you. If it softens, it's your destiny. You understood the physics of flow and learned to use the compass of friction. Now, let's talk about where the treasure is buried. On a normal Jupiter day, luck is expansive toward the future. You look forward, shoot a new arrow, and hope it lands in fertile soil. But today, November 26th, Jupiter is retrograde in Cancer. This changes the rule of the game. Today's glitch is not creating new things, it is restoring lost files. The system is running a gold backup. Luck today comes from the past. You will notice this in a practical way. The money that comes in today doesn't come from a new client you won with sweat. It comes from an old debt someone pays you out of nowhere. It comes from a forgotten refund. It comes from work you did 6 months ago that only now bore fruit. The love that flows today is not necessarily a meeting with a stranger. It is the message from someone who already knows you, someone with whom the story was unfinished or unresolved, and who now returns not with drama, but with an offer of peace or a clean slate. The idea that will save your project is not a radical innovation. It is that old idea which you had last year, wrote down in a notebook, and forgot because it wasn't the time. The glitch brings this idea back to your table, and suddenly it shines. Now is the time. The return of gold is the specialty of this transit. Jupiter in Cancer rules memory, the root, what nourishes. Being retrograde, it dives into your own history to fetch what you dropped along the way. Maybe you abandoned a talent because you thought it didn't make money. Today, that talent knocks on the door and shows how it can be profitable. Maybe you gave up on a connection because there was a misunderstanding. Today, the misunderstanding dissolves on its own effortlessly. The tactical advantage here is knowing where to look. Most people will spend the day trying to hunt for novelties. They will spend energy trying to open doors they have never seen before. They will fail because the energy is not there. You who have the code will do the opposite. You will look back. Today is the day to reopen dead files. It is the day to send a message to that old contact who always supported you. It is the day to review your old notes. It is the day to collect gently what is owed to you. You don't need to force it. If it is meant to be, the door to the past will be unlocked. You just need to turn the handle. There is a specific magic in recovery. When something returns to you in a transit like this, it returns with interest. The idea returns more mature. The relationship returns lighter. The money returns at the exact time you need it. Do not be prejudiced against what has been. The ego loves the new because the new promises a different identity. The soul loves the old, the eternal, because that is where the substance is. The glitch is giving you back pieces of yourself that you thought you had lost in the war of survival. It is saying you forgot this here. You will need this for the next phase. Receive it. Do not say, that's the past. If it returned today, it is present. If the flow brought it back, it is because it has life. In the next few hours, pay attention to the returns. A smell from childhood, an old song, a name you haven't heard in ages. Follow the thread. This thread is tied to a chest you buried and forgot where it was. Jupiter just marked the X on the map. Stop digging new holes in hard ground. The gold has already been mined. It is just waiting for you to pick it up at the depot. The biggest lie you were told about success is that you need to be a hunter. They said the world belongs to those who chase, those who insist, those who win by attrition. On earth or fire days, this might even work, although it costs your health. But today, under a water trine, the hunter mentality is a fatal error. Think about the physics of water. If you are in a pool and try to grab a floating object by running toward it, what happens? The shock wave your own movement creates pushes the object away. The faster you run, the further the object gets. This is exactly what you have been doing with your opportunities. You send the second message when the person hasn't replied to the first. You over-explain your price to the client. You force intimacy with someone who needs space. This is hunting. And hunting emits a very specific energetic signal which the universe reads loud and clear. The signal of scarcity. When you chase something, you are screaming to reality, I don't have this. I need this to be okay. I am afraid this will go away. The universe, being a perfect mirror, responds to this vibration by giving you more reasons to run. The target keeps fleeing, and you keep getting tired. Today, the glitch invites you to invert the polarity. You will turn off hunter mode and turn on magnet mode. Venus in Scorpio is the archetype of absolute magnetism. She doesn't chase anything. She stays in the deep, dark, still and intense, and pulls everything into her orbit. She knows honey doesn't need to look for the bee. The technical difference between hunting and attracting is positioning. The hunter leans forward. He invades space. The magnet leans back. It creates a vacuum. The secret of magnetism is the courage to create this vacuum. Today, take the test of strategic withdrawal. If you are negotiating something, stop talking, state your price, and shut your mouth. Silence creates a vacuum that the other person will feel the need to fill. Usually they fill it by agreeing with you. If you are insecure in a relationship, stop seeking reassurance. Pull back your energy. Take care of your own life. The moment you remove your anxiety from the field, the other person feels the change in atmospheric pressure and comes closer to see what happened. This isn't playing games. It is physics. Nature abhors a vacuum. When you stop filling all the space with your need and your effort, reality flows into that space to meet you. Magnetism requires trust. It requires you to believe that what is yours will not miss the address. When you are in attraction mode, you become the prize instead of the seller. Your energy changes from "please accept me" to "here I am, who is compatible." Jupiter expands whatever signal you emit today. If you emit desperation hunting, Jupiter will expand the distance between you and your desire. If you emit sovereignty, magnetism, Jupiter will expand the reach of your attraction. In the next few hours, observe your impulse to go after. Whenever you feel the urge to force an answer, to obsessively check your phone, or to justify yourself, stop. Take a step back. Breathe. Anchor yourself in your own body. Say to yourself, I do not chase, I attract. Feel the difference in weight. Hunting is heavy, magnetism is dense, but still, stay where you are. Let the opportunity come to you. It will come faster if it doesn't have to fight against the waves of your anxiety. You let go of the oars. You stopped hunting. You activated magnet mode. Now prepare to see something that will challenge your survival logic. When you enter the frequency of the Venus and Jupiter glitch, the reality's difficulty system seems to suffer a breakdown. The habitual rules of cause and effect, where to gain X, you need to suffer Y, stop working. You will notice system failure signs, but all in your favor. The first sign is gratuitous kindness. You are used to finding resistance in people. Today, suddenly the world becomes strangely kind. The boss who always complains smiles. The clerk who is usually rude does you an extra favor. Someone lets you pass in traffic. Do not be suspicious. Your magnetic fields soften the environment before you arrived. The world's aggression finds nowhere to hit you, so it dissolves. The second sign is the automatic yes. You prepared for a battle. You rehearsed arguments to convince someone to give you what you want. And when you make the request, the person simply says, sure. No debate, no negotiation, no drama. You even feel a bit lost, not knowing what to do with the arguments that were left over. This is the glitch. The door was open the whole time. It was you who expected it to be locked. The third sign is the bank error in your favor. Metaphorically or literally, good things happen without you having deserved them through effort. A discount you didn't ask for. A gift that arrives out of nowhere. A complex problem that resolves itself while you were having lunch. The ego mind will panic. It will ask, where is the catch? This is too good to be true. This is the final trap. If you doubt the ease, you reactivate the difficulty program. When the system fails in your favor today, do not question. Do not try to return the blessing by saying you didn't have to. Just smile and accept. Tell the universe, I like this, send more. If your day feels like a movie where everything works out suspiciously well, relax. You are not dreaming. You just stopped getting in the way of your own luck. We have reached the final code. You understood the physics, used the compass, looked at the past, and turned off hunter mode. Now, you need to inform your body that the war is over. Most of us walk through the world in a chronic posture of defense. Observe your hands now. They are probably tense, maybe holding the phone tightly, maybe closed, maybe tapping on the table. Closed fists serve two things: punching someone or holding on desperately to the little you have. In neither of these two positions is it possible to receive. The Jupiter and Venus glitch is a flow of liquid abundance. If you try to grab water with a closed fist, it slips through. If you try to punch water, it swallows you. The only way to hold water is to cup your hands. It is to open. The open hands ritual is a hardware adjustment. Wherever you are, sit or stand with your spine erect. Release your shoulders. Let gravity pull the weight of your struggle to the ground. Now the master gesture. Turn your palms facing up. Rest them on your knees or on the table. Open, relaxed, exposed. Feel the initial discomfort. Your ego hates this position. It feels vulnerable. It screams, if I open my hand, they will steal what is mine. Or if I lower my guard, they will attack me. Breathe over this fear. Tell your ego, rest. The system has changed. Keeping hands open is a universal sign that you are unarmed. It is a sign of peace, but energetically, it is a sign of reception capacity. You are telling the universe, I am ready to hold more than I can carry alone. Keep your hands like this. Feel the air touch the palm of your hand. Imagine these open hands are antennas picking up Jupiter's signal, and then, in a low voice, give the permission command. Say, the code is open. I stop fighting to start receiving. Stay like this for 30 seconds. Feel the change in your body temperature. The adrenaline of the fight drops. The serotonin of satisfaction rises. You don't need to use force to make the rain fall. You just need to have the container turned upwards. Your hands are open. The flow can enter. The code has been inserted. Hands are open. The war is over. Understand? Using the flow is not cheating. It is the unfair advantage of those who woke up to the universe's real physics. While the majority continues pushing with brute force a door that opens inward, you now know to just turn the handle. In the next 24 hours, when ease arrives, do not feel guilt, feel relief. You do not need to bleed to deserve the gold. You do not need to be exhausted to be worthy. Today's glitch proves that intelligence beats force. Your only job now is not to get in the way of the luck that is trying to reach you. Keep friction at 0. If it sticks, retreat. If it flows, go. To lock this configuration in your reality, turn off fight mode and notify the universe that you are ready for delivery. Leave your final decree registered. Write in the comments, "I accept the flow."